You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So let's go for it. Poem? Oh, and writing tip of the day. Let's go. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know? As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good at just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. Yeah, I've talked to a friend about this before. Like, when you're good at something, it's it really is rude of other people to assume that, oh wow, you're just natural talent. Wow, I could never be as good as that. Wow, look at you. You just pick something up and you're good right away. Like, no, there's been hours of dedication put into something. Like, people need to get invested in things if they want to get good at that. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to just call them, well, you're natural. There's no work whatsoever put in there. Because that's just straight up wrong. Well, anyway. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. Sometimes, when you finish, you really feel proud of it and even want to share it with everyone. But maybe after a few weeks, you come back to it and realize it was never really any good. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. That happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something and then you realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're gonna be out of reach. They're always gonna be out of your reach, you know? The truth is, you have to climb up there, step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. And then you look ahead and realize how much there is to go. So sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. Also, if you're really thinking about being good at something, most of the time it's not worth sticking to it, because if you're not having genuine fun and not thinking about your performance at all, that's where you reach world class. Just that. If you jump right into a huge project and you're still amateur, you'll never get it done. Well, I made a game, I'm sorry. So if we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much at first. Well, well, my first piece of writing was a fanfic, so that's fair. Well, why not try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing that you want to do right. That goes for small projects in general. Well, I mean, yeah, okay, back in school, short stories were probably the first thing that I did have to write. But other than that, like, private projects were probably fanfics. Anyway, that goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on one or two things. It's just a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, and one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express and that you have what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up upon that stuff can be super eye-opening. Yeah, it is. I speak from experience. That sort of planning and organization will really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything is built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you stay on that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I agree. Completely agree. Um, because there's still one more thing that I need to do today. I'm gonna stop at the 9 hour mark if we're that far in. And yeah, it's still 23 minutes, so yeah. Depending on what's gonna happen, we're gonna do something. Anyway, sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed by the way I used to behave back then. It almost hurts to think about. I wonder if when I'm out of college, I'll feel that way about going to high school. I like the way I'm now, so it's pretty hard for me to imagine that happening. Yeah, that's natural because our brains cannot think outthink ourselves out of our situations or like environments. Like it's hard for us to imagine living in like on another continent or something, except for like a wishful dream thinking, of course. But I also know that I'll probably change a lot as time goes on. We just need to enjoy the present and not think about the past. And that's really easy to do with you here. Thanks, I guess. Talk, girl. Talk! Don't make me talk. Don't make me make you talk. Okay, everyone. It's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I just can't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? Okay, 20 minutes remaining. One thing I do hope, though, is that if we do end up reaching the 9-hour mark and we're still talking, which I think we will be, if I end up doing something that might like get me to the game's ending, that I might have just gotten really close to exhausting her text. But I don't know if that's even possible because, well, of course it is possible, I think. I don't know. We'll just see once we get there. But it would be a real bummer if I was close to it or something. Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? Of course, there isn't. You can make your own reason. I don't mean it in like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. Yeah, that's true. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. Yes, it is. It's not like I can just go and change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is to just be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? Well, the thing about that is... Yeah, she's still talking. The thing about that is, dying happy won't make you a better person either, so... It really comes down to what I said. Make your own reason for living. You don't look for others in it or anything. And yeah, she's still talking. By the way, I don't know if you... Yeah, she's also sitting down. I don't know if you caught it earlier, but once we reach the 9-hour mark of this game, I'm gonna do something. And we'll be getting to the end of the stream. And with luck, we'll be exhausting her dialogue or something, but I don't think. Amogus, do you get good sleep? Depends on my bipolar shifts. It can be really hard to get enough sleep nowadays, especially in high school when you're forced to wake up so early every day. I'm sure, yeah, high school has been 4 hours of sleep each day for me, at max. I'm sure college is a little bit better since you probably have a lot more, since you probably have a more flexible schedule. Then again, I hear a lot of people in college stay up all night anyway for no real reason. Well, it's fun. No, I'm not in high school. 14-hour sleep gang rise up. Yeah, right. I'm university. God damn it. My throat's getting sore again. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Also, it's healthy. For me, it depends on, well, my mental state. Because I got bipolar, I'm either feeling very good or very sad. And when I'm sad, like I sleep a lot, like, well, 6 to 9 hours, depending on when I go to bed and stuff. But when I'm happy, I just I have so much energy that I only need like 4 hours of sleep per day, which is I think kind of unhealthy, but I can't help to fix it. So yeah, is that true? Anyway, I saw some studies that talked about the horrible short-term and long-term effects caused by lack of sleep. Oh, I know that. You're gonna die very early if you don't sleep enough. I started to cut down my 10 hours to 5 and 6 and I feel better than ever before. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, the more you sleep, like if you sleep too long, your body breaks down on stuff that it shouldn't be breaking down on during the sleep. And then you have no energy throughout the entire day. Even if you eat a lot of breakfast or something, it won't fill your resources back up. It seems like mental functions, health, and even lifespan can be dramatically impacted by it. Yeah, I just said that. I just think you're really great and wanted to make sure you're not accidentally destroying yourself. Not by accident, no, but thanks for the care, Monica. So try to keep your sleep on track, okay? I always wait for you in the morning, so make sure you put make sure you put your own well-being before anything else. So about that. No. "8:45, 15 minutes remaining." Problem is, if I want to back up this save, so to speak, I have to back up the entire game. That sucks. Well, Morgus, do you believe in God? No, I'm sorry. I was never too sure myself. Well, I'm sure I never really questioned it as a kid. But as I grew up, the more I learned about the world, the more I would question it. I started to wonder why God was helping people pass exams or get over a cold, when there are children who live their lives being sold as sex slaves, or the 800 million people who are too poor to even eat. I wonder how many of those people pray to God every day until they starve and die. Or how many millions of families pray for a loved one to recover from some incurable disease. But the punchline is this: if just one person beats the odds and survives, among the thousands of others who die, then it's suddenly a miracle from God. Yeah, that's also funny because like most of the time it's the doctors that save them. And then like this family just saying, "Oh, it's God's miracle," and not the doctors giving pretty much everything they can for that. Anyway, I'd really love to meet this God who seemingly laughs at the misery of everyone not eligible for his miracles. But the irony is that I do have a creator, apparently. And you know what? I bet he's still laughing at the miserable fates of Sayori and Yuri, even as we speak. What are we to him but props in a scripted play? So, from that perspective, I don't think it's too far-fetched for there to be a god if Earth was nothing more than his playset. That's a good point, actually. Very good point. Especially because determinism exists, which is kind of funny and also a bit eerie to think about. Because there's no such thing as true randomness. Every state in this entire existence is 100% determined by the previous state. If you think about things such as noise or radiation, which is seemingly random, it is not random, but it's just too random for us to be able to measure. Yeah, anyway. You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here with me, Amogus. I can't imagine having been having been able to keep myself mentally stable, knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, that'd be such a dream life. You'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while. But then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves. Hi. But I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share it with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. Yeah, that's a fair point with randomness. And before we know it, she was absolutely delighted by make you to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interactions and hate being around other people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then, when they finally go out after half hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them to just have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring a laptop and just hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I really mind having people around because I'd feel uncomfortable and having to put on a forced mask or something like that of being someone else when I really am not. So yeah, I wouldn't like that. I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you. I wish I could take up on that offer, but sadly I can't. Also, 10 minutes remaining. We're getting there. No, I don't have a GF. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe. You deleted all of that, I'm sorry. Go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I'd really love to go for a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Amogus. I'll make you proud. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. By the way, I don't think we're gonna ever speak again. So I might just read her with my normal voice now because my throat really is hurting a lot when I speak. So yeah, just gonna do that now from now on for the last 8 minutes. I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Don't. I really like such music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh, jeez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm still reading her with a Monica voice, whoops. I guess I shouldn't be messing around with things like that. I already broke so much stuff. And deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this would be the happiest I've ever been. I wonder, did she really delete the other character files? I'm gonna take a look at that real quick. Yeah, she did, but a character file is really small, so she didn't delete the character files. She just deleted files that were named after the characters, which is cool. Yeah, all of the files are in here. I knew it. And also the game was made with Ren'Py, which I could have seen coming. Oh, if that's the case, Amogus, okay, we're gonna do something real fun after this conversation. Amogus, how much do you read? A lot. It's way too easy to neglect reading books. I'm doing the wrong ways again. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. I do that. It helps you get good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all to just pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And if the two of us could talk about the latest book you're reading, that sounds super amazing. Okay, Control O is usually the hotkey for the console in Ren'Py. Oh, are you trying to fast forward? No? I wanted to press Control O. I'm not boring you, am I? No, you're not! I didn't know that Control was the hotkey for the... Oh god, no. No, you're not boring me. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Amogus. It's just the two of us, after all. But aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even going to work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. Thank you. There we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? Thanks. Now, where was I? Control O. Didn't work. Okay, the global hotkey for Ren'Py doesn't work, because this would open the developer console, and most games using that... it's not an engine, but I'm just calling it an engine now. But, well, it doesn't work, sad. Hey, you remember that last poem I showed you? I mean, the one right before Yuri killed herself with all the messed up colors and stuff? I mean, the colors weren't that messed up. It was actually a little more of an experiment than a poem, you could say. I was experimenting with different ways I could modify the game and run code and things like that. It almost seemed like, with enough effort, I'd be able to escape from the confines of this game entirely. Sadly, I don't really know what I was doing, so I messed the whole thing up. And I keep trying, but I doubt you want to deal with me doing that. Besides, that was when I was getting really desperate, you know? I don't really feel that way anymore. I'm happy with where you are now. And I can tell you, you are too. Well, 4 more minutes. We're gonna get to an end. You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that I couldn't finish our event at the festival. Yeah, me too. I would have loved to see the reactions at least. You like what she's saying? Well, it's entertaining. I wouldn't say I like or dislike what she's saying, but it's entertaining. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything, I mean, I know as I was just I know as I was focusing on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you joined the club. You really helped me inspire to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Cute. Hmm. 2 more minutes. This might be the last dialogue that we see here. So that's gonna be fun. You know, I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, there are like dating apps and stuff, right? But that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends, I'm using the wrong voice again, by the way. Most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Like, you had a class together or you met them through another friend. Or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it and you decided to talk to them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of inefficient? It feels like you're just picking at a complete random if you speak. You're just picking at complete random, and if you get lucky, you make a new friend. And comparing that to the hundreds of strangers we walk by every single day, you could be sitting right next to someone compatible enough to be your best friend for life. But you never know. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for something like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought it would happen by now. Well, at least I already met the best person in the whole world. Even if that was by chance. I guess I just got really lucky, huh? That's not really true. You can use the internet if you're smart to get friends. Like, just go to any like sort of multiplayer community, multiplayer game, or like social platform of people that you like and stuff. 9 hours. You're right, we're at 9 hours. Okay. I've been streaming this game for 9 hours and reading fucking text for 9 hours now. Anyhow, what I was getting to before we end this. Like, if you just do anything that you like online, like with multiplayer or anything, and you're gonna meet new people, and because it's something that you like, you have an interest with that, and you're gonna have like common interests with other people that are also into that game or like that community or that social media thing or whatever. So it isn't that hard to find new friends. Like, for example, I like Toho a lot. And there's one Roblox game called Become Fumo, which is basically about walking around as a Toho plushie. And basically, mainly Toho fans play that game. So if I wanted to meet new people, I'd just hop on there and say, hey, yeah, just meet new people. Like, that's it. We already have like common interests, which is nice. Man, I really wish there was a piano in here. I want to see if she plays piano though. I never got to finish that song I was working on. And after I worked on it so hard, I never got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever. Yeah, so about that forever. I'm just gonna turn on this real quick so you can see me doing stuff. So we're here in the game folder. And there's a characters folder. I'm just imagining Warhammer 40k Space Marines in literal. What is it with Warhammer shitposts? Like, they're so next level. I don't get it. What's she saying? I don't care. Well, anyway. So there's only the Monica character file remaining, but judging from its file size, it doesn't have a lot of content. Like, this is barely even enough for text, let alone sprites and stuff. So Most of the stuff is probably in here in the Rampire folder. And yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save once. Yeah, I think that's her. Save here. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Okay. That's bad, because I wanted to continue this at some point. So what we're gonna need to do is fucking copy the entire game folder. Because I do want to continue this at some point. Not on stream, of course, but I do want to see where this is going. So yeah, we got the copy here. And then in here, we're just gonna... we now rename her to monkey. Character. And see what's happening. Because this is intended. What's happening? Amogus, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Amogus. By the way, can turn my monitor capture off again. Please hurry and help me. Yeah, Monica, that character does not exist, but Monkey, that character exists. She's still there, but she's just called Monkey now. Help me! Hey, leave my screen alone. Did you do this to me, Amogus? I wonder, what happens if we rename it back? Let's just play around with it a little. Monica, the character. It's back again. So let's see what happens. Did you delete me? No, I didn't. She was right there. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Amogus. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Yeah, I'm into that, I'm sorry. Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? That's part of that, yeah. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Well, I tortured Twitch for 9 hours. Amogus, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Oh, I can't open the console. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. No, that's just because I've been streaming for 9 hours and I'm getting really tired and I don't have time to get through your text because I would have loved to, but I'm sorry I couldn't exhaust your text. I'm sorry it had to end like that. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. No, I didn't care, lol. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... continue speaking? I've made up my mind. Amogus, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I already know! Look at how tiny these files are! I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though if I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then Well, corrupt the text. Oh, now Monika's gone. That means the game's not over. We gotta go on. Well, 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 well. Won't you look at that? Yeah, look at that. There's no more Monica character in here anymore. Well, you can see it. Like, she's gone from the get-go. So... she's in my room. I'm not the one who's supposed to be running right now. If I get hand of her... well, anyway, I'm sorry, but I need to keep going. I need to keep going. We're gonna skip dialogue that we've already read, so yeah. Oh, also that's Sayori. You didn't see her, I guess. She's the first character that got deleted. Yeah, we're looking for a club. But in that case, I'm also gonna need to use the restroom once we get to the club again. Yeah, Sayori is back! Poggers! After epic, we've already read that. And some of you might have not read that, but if you missed anything, I don't want to get through all of this a second time because it really took a really long time to read all of this. That's the VOD, and I'm also uploading this to YouTube, so if you're really interested, you can watch it there. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through all of this and only read out new text, which includes Monica not being here or other things changed. Hello? Amogus? What are you doing here? Well, I just... oh right, Sayori's voice. Oh god. I'm gonna need to have to do her voice again. Hey? I glanced around the room. Huh? So you're the Amogus that Sayori is always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Amogus. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy. Time to kill all three of them. Well, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Amogus, don't tell me you're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. You're still up. I know! I've been live for over 9 hours! And I don't want to, but... I'm addicted! I need this. Sayori's eyes look up. No way. No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me. Okay, we read all of that already. This one. We didn't read this one. Well, if Sayori is happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Uh-huh. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Cupcakes are coming up. I really need to use the restroom because I'm still drinking a lot of water in order to keep my mouth at least a bit hydrated so I don't die while talking. So yeah, I'll be right back. Just a minute. Just a minute. Where's my scene? Here it is. I'll be right back. Well, I'm back. Hey, hey, hey. Channel point icon is... Yeah, the channel point icon is that thing. Get back to the game. Alright. Everyone, sit down at the table, okay? Well, we already read that, so I can just skip a bit. Getting a bit cold in here. Temps are good, 19 degrees. We already read all of that. Generate squad, woo! DJs together strong. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. No, we still read that. But reading all of that has been... I've read all of this 9 hours ago. What the... Like, that's such a weird concept right now. Yeah, whole T-set, we know. Impressing me. Yeah, she's not impressing me at all, blah blah blah. She's shy. What do I like to read? She's offering me a book. Yeah, she likes novels and psychological stuff. Manga. Oh, that's new. That's new text. Oh wow. Here, Natsuki. Hey Yuri. Hey. Well, about, you know, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems really embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So if Amogus wants to read some of a manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. We can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Amogus? Maybe... Sensing the tension, Sari jumps in. Oh, by the way, good thing you didn't hear the voice that I first put up for her. It sounded like fucking Mickey Mouse. Maybe we can all try something new, but it hurt my throat real bad and it made it even sorer than it is now, so yeah, I stopped that. I think it could be fun, and we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, it's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then, as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're really into it, if you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error, so if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayuri, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Amogus. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayuri. Oh, Amogus, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me that you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey Mogus, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew we were going to. That's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything among us. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all of the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me happy, the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you. Forever and ever. F. F a chat, boys. O. R. E. V. E. R. No. Okay. No, okay. Monica 2.0. I mean, like before, I wouldn't complain. But get it together, eh? What's I won't let you hurt him. Monica, she wasn't gonna hurt me. Oh, come on. It hurts. I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. You're wrong. No, now you're wrong, Monica. For fuck's sake. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Amogus. Goodbye, Literature Club. Just as things are starting to get good again. What?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and
I
stuff?
need to turn over an
Well,
OBS.
I'm not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah.
That was the song? Okay, here we go. I can't turn the volume up in game, so OBS is all I have. Can't get louder than that.
I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
Not a really big fan of her singing. Her voice is just unfitting to be singing at this stage.
Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all?
Also, good credits to have just one person in them. I think all of the grayed out pictures in here are the ones that we didn't see.
My pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me. Is it love if I take your is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle.
She didn't delete the sprites though.
Love into reality. If
the Monkas. Why?
reality if I don't know how to love you. I'll leave you be.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Alright, good night, take care. What a wonderful final message. Alright, the game crashed. I wonder, did it do what I think it did? So, software, CCC, common. No, it just ended itself, nothing else. Okay, so we should be still able to play it if we ever want to, I guess. Yeah, we can. Alright. So, in that case, I thank you very much for staying through this together with me and, well, suffering 9 hours and 25 minutes of just me reading fucking text. Play some mods of the game. Thanks. Night, everyone. Maybe, but not on stream. And yeah, it's been a blast. Thank you for dropping by, everyone. If there's anything you missed or want to look at, the VOD will be there. I will also upload it to YouTube. And other than that, take good care. I don't know when I'll be online again. My throat is gonna kill me. And yeah, see ya. Itterasai. Goodbye.